Welcome back to my Overwatch Beginner's Guide series. Today we are playing Ana. Ana is a support that has an extreme amount of healing as well as utility. So let's just jump right into her abilities. Her left click does damage as well as healing. In her unzoomed in state, it is a projectile. In her zoomed in state, it's a hit scan, but it does have a tracer round. Like you can trace where she's at with that. She heals quite a bit, and she can definitely play as the main healer in most compositions. She's only really surpassed in healing, I think, by Moira. But, her zoom in, or her scope, does not have a charge like Widowmaker's. Her other abilities are her left shift, which is a sleep. It stops someone from moving until they take damage for, I think it's like 5 seconds or 4 seconds. Very powerful CC, which is crowd control for people that don't know what that means. If you do damage, they wake up. Her other abilities are, or her other one ability is her grenade, which doubles healing on allies and prevents healing on enemies. So in Overwatch, being anti-healed is one of the worst things that can happen to you. It also does a little bit of damage, but if your tanks get anti-healed, your supports can't heal them, they can't heal themselves, it means that you are unable to prevent, or how would I put it? Every point of damage that you take for those seconds that you have the anti-heal is basically permanent. If you are playing Roadhog and you use your heal, you won't heal, but you will still reduce the damage you take by half. But yeah. And her other ability is her Nano Boost. It increases the damage that they deal by 50% and makes them take half damage. And it also heals them for 250 on hit. Ana, in my opinion, is probably the most difficult support to do very well with. It's between her and Baptiste, but Ana's mechanics are a little bit more difficult because she has to be more precise. Whenever she wants to do damage or heal, she needs to be precise. So her ultimate is one of the best in the game, if not the best in the game, in my opinion. Everything about Ana is just really good. Her sleep can cancel ultimate abilities like Roadhog's, Whole Hog, Reaper's ult. Pretty much any ultimate in the game except for the ones that are just instant. So other ultimates that are heavily countered by Ana is Zenyatta's ult, which we'll get to later on, but it's basically this huge team-wide heal that if you throw the anti-healing grenade into, renders it completely useless. You can't sleep him out of it, but you can prevent the healing done by it. She can sleep at charging Reinhardt. She can really do almost anything that you want a support to be able to do. Her biggest weakness is her lack of mobility. She has no mobility whatsoever. She has no way to get away from them except for landing a sleep dart or trying to kill them with her grenade and just her gun. And that is by far her biggest weakness. And despite doing pretty okay damage, I would say that she's still not that good in a 1v1, unless if you're very good. But hopefully you won't be in those situations very often, where you need to 1v1 people as a support, but it does happen. but if your team is paying attention, you should be okay for the most part. Another huge tip as Ana is to not, or any support, this is an extremely important tip, do not just show yourself to the enemy team. And the reason I say that is because if they know where you are, they are going to try to kill you. It doesn't matter what support you're playing. You do not want to just be standing out in the open. If I'm standing here, they can see me. If I stand right here and my team is right here, they can't see me and I can just heal them freely and not worry about getting killed from the people over there. Do I have to worry about people coming from behind? Yeah. But I don't have to worry about getting shot in the head by Widowmaker if she's over there, right? Very important, extremely important, and not that many people think of it, especially on maps like King's Row on defense, where you can just sit behind different places on the map and be completely invisible to them, meaning they can't hit you, and you're still able to heal your team. Even standing behind the payload while it's moving is a safer place than standing out in the open where they can just shoot at you freely, or do whatever they want to you, really. Other things, Ana she's not necessarily the counter to anybody. I just listed a few things that she's good at. But she does have some very strong combinations. Genji ultimate plus her ultimate is very strong. Soldier ultimate with her ultimate is also incredibly strong. Reinhardt is a classic. You ult the Reinhardt, he charges, or not necessarily charges in, but starts swinging. He takes half damage. He's very tanky, does a ton of damage. Hanzo is okay. I mean, there's a lot of characters that are pretty decent with Nano Boost. Depending on who is playing them as well. If you have a terrible Genji, he's not going to do that much with the Nano Boost, but it also is a good, like, strong heal, and it basically prevents that character from dying for a little bit, at least, because it halves the damage that they take. So you want to keep that in mind while playing. But aside from that, that's pretty much Ana. She has 200 health. She can heal herself with her grenade, and that's the only way that she can heal herself. So I'll just take some damage and I'll show this off, and I think this will be the last thing I show for Ana. So it heals for 100, and I think it does 60 damage. So the double healing effect is very powerful. The anti-healing effect, in my opinion, is the strongest effect in the game. There's nothing you can do to get rid of it except for get a Zarya bubble. And maybe Moira can stop herself from being anti-healed if she uses her phase shift. Well, now that I think about it, there's a few characters that have cleanse effects, like Reaper and his invulnerability, Mei and her invulnerability, Zarya bubble, and Moira, whatever her phase shift or whatever she calls it. I think those all remove it. I don't know any more off the top of my head. So, yeah. But for the most part, it's just a really powerful ability. Incredibly powerful in team fights. If you get a good anti-heal grenade, you are going to win team fights. More than what you would think, I think, is my point. It's just a really, really strong ability. But with that, I think this video is done. If you enjoyed this video, please like my video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And if there is anything more that I forgot to mention in this video, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, just tell me what I'm doing right or wrong so I can improve. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.